Hi everyone, welcome back to my K-pop appreciation channel. I'm Simon. Um, yeah, so today we will be appreciating Rockstar by Ravi. Oh, I better do the spiel first. So this is not for those of you who are new, this is not a first time reaction kind of video. I've seen this video a bunch of times. So what we'll be doing instead, we'll go through the video twice. The first time, I won't pause or anything. I might make some comments here or there, and the second time, we'll watch it again the second time, and from there, I'll pause and point out like what I particularly enjoyed about the video, the music, and everything. I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about Ravi. I do know he's from a group called VIX, and VIX has been around since 2012. And I know Ravi has a lot of songwriting credits to his name. My understanding is like among Korean artists right now, he's like number 3 in terms of like having the most like he's the for in terms of amount of like songs that he's copyrighted. He's number 3. So yeah, so he's quite the prolific songwriter and producer. I know he has his own agency called, no, it's not Goblin, it's Groovelin. That's what it is. I think it's a combination of Groove and Goblin. Groovelin Entertainment. So yeah, so this song, yeah, it came across my radar. And I wasn't looking for it. YouTube's algorithm sometimes will give me suggestions, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of neat." And this is a cool song. I hope you like it. All right, I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna play the song. We'll see what you think. We'll go over it together. Okay? Here we go. We got Rockstar. Oh, and he has like a Korean hip hop artist named Paloalto, featuring on the song with him as well. Okay, let's begin. Here we go.
It wasn't planned. If it's planned,
I like that little sampled bit in the beginning.
Going there and fooling around to see what happened. Suddenly, this
And the ATVs.
I don't need your feedback. 싹 다 나를 먹히네. 라지 앞에 거울 깨고 쌌대 지뢰도 나눈 내 스탠스 유지하면 지제. 목에 칼 뚫었고 난 직진의 어린 패기. 옷돌이 벗어 던져버리고 빛빛으로 비를 내린다. 비늘 가위 말하면 단단해져 straight up. 구름 아래 빛이 내리는.
Oh, of course it's a jacket. That's a cliche theme, but it works.
수평이라면 혈안이든 비사. Let me talk about your 신상 click-clack. I don't give a I don't give a what.
I don't give a I don't give a what. Okay. If you couldn't understand that chorus, it's okay. I felt that way too in the beginning. Alright, so here's Paloalto. Man, it's great rap, great flow. Oh, I like how the sound is stripped. You hear the claps. Clap, clap, clap. Let's get this money made. I understood that part. Like that choreo. That's cool. It's simple, but gets to the point.
모두가 왜감내 야의 삶을 두개를 왜 무모하면 안 돼 적당한 두려움을 가진 채 무리에 섞여 거짓된 미소로 눈물 감추고 왜 부끄러워해야 해 그래 난 눈물이 나면 울어버릴 거야 그래 난 나로 가면 나도 찢을 거야 그래 미치도록 빡쳐버리면 때려 부셔버리고 다 한정판으로 만들고 웃을 거야 왜 많은 말을 하면 안 돼 왜 아주 말을 해도 참아야 내 맘대로 하면 안 돼. 모두 닥터가 돼도 돼.
So we're going to talk about this outro later. So as you can tell, the song was just like up in your face with the noise, um, the cacophony of like sounds and Ravi's rap. So my understanding is in my research, Ravi, and when he was in the group Vix, he still is a part of the group. From what I understand, he was in, he was one of their I think he was their main rapper. And as you could tell here, he can deliver. Yeah, so I every now and then YouTube will surprise me, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of also with Ravi. He, as I start to like explore more K-pop, his name would come up a lot because he actually does a lot of collaborations with a lot of, whether it's just like what you would call like typical K-pop artists or K-pop slash Korean hip hop adjacent artists, but yeah, but he would collaborate with a lot of people. I thought that was really cool, and I always meant to check him out. I know he collaborated with. So one of my favorite groups is a group called Mamamoo. It's a 4-member girl group, and their leader of the group, her name is Solar. She could really, all 4 can sing. Well, I will eventually do a Mamamoo reaction. Solar had a collaboration with Ravi, and my understanding it was well received. So okay, so here's the thing. If some of you are like, yeah, Simon, that sounded cool, but I really couldn't understand anything, and yeah, and not just because of like the language barrier, as you know, K-pop, they throw in English words, especially with Korean hip hop, they like to throw in English words too. And I remember the first time I was listening to this, I was trying to listen for the words, but because the song is very, very heavily produced, you could tell they spent a good amount of time in post-production, layering everything together, mixing. It was hard to make out. Now, I have actually had I've seen him perform this on, there are videos of him performing this live on music shows in Korea. And it's super impressive because he won't have Paloalto with him. So he'll rap Paloalto's part, and he does it flawlessly. And he can sing. Where he won't sing is actually, interestingly enough, is the chorus. So the chorus is all like in the background sample, when he's doing a live performance. But everything else, he can, not only can he rap, not only is he a great live performer, in my opinion, he's also has a really good singing voice. Recently, he just came out with like this really like super sweet ballad song. It was a duet with another famous K-pop artist, Ailey. Was it Ailey? Yeah, it was or Ailey. Excuse me. Yeah. Anyway, all right, we're gonna watch it again. I'll pause at the parts where I particularly enjoyed. So,
It wasn't planned.
again, that sample. It's just so random, but it's so cool. I like the shot of the ATV. Now, it's a given that okay, you can't see it here. Hold on for a second. All right, it's kind of dark, but his shirt's open and he's showing his fine physique. Is it fan service? Obviously, sure. But this should give you an idea on like the level of physical fitness K-pop idols are expected to adhere to. So yeah, so he's flexing there for a second. He's in shape, which is cool. Again, I like the pre-chorus, that stripped down sound. You hear the claps. I talked about that before. So just now, I don't know if you heard it. He just said, "I don't give a I don't give a what." Okay. Here we go. I don't give a I don't give a what. It's like, okay. Okay, so I don't have like magic ears. I remember after I listened to the song a couple times and I really liked it, I was a little frustrated. I couldn't understand anything. So the chorus, it's gonna go, badass, badass, bad, speak up. Okay, that's the first line you're gonna hear, essentially. This part's Korean. Then he'll say it again. So he'll go, badass, badass, bad, speak up. Oh, and this part, so he said badass. So the second part of the chorus, so he says badass, badass, bad, speak up. It was like, okay, cool. And then this part, when I read it, I was like, of course, it's Korean hip hop, right? He'll say, in the second part, he'll say, get that dough, speak up. And I'm like, cool. Okay, so here, badass, badass, speak up. Get that dough, speak up. It's like, okay, why not, right? He's living that life. So I had to look up. Hold on, interrupt my man's flow here. So Paloalto, I knew nothing about him. I had to look him up. So yeah, so he's like 10 years younger than me. So he's like in his mid-30s, and he has his own like Korean hip hop label and everything. So that's all I could find out about him. But hey, man, the guy's like a CEO at mid-30s. Hey, it's pretty cool. So. It's a good party song, you know, your friends over, you just put this on, everyone kind of moves a little bit, someone may actually just like get out of their seat and dance. Oh, the dance. Hold on, we gotta talk about the choreo. Let's get this money made. Okay. So the choreo, it's fun. I'm gonna use the word simple, but it's not derogatory here. Okay. You saw. Wait. So okay. That's the second part where he moves both elbows like this. And the first part is just one elbow, and there's like this neck isolation going. I can't do it because I can't dance, or I'm not gonna embarrass myself in front of the judgment of the internet here. So, or it's too late for that, right? So here's the thing. Korean agencies. Also, and I'm sure Ravi knows this because this is his own label and he produced this track. So if your choreo is simple enough, where during the chorus, the point choreography is simple enough so people can follow along easily at home, that's money in the bank for you. It's a marketing point, right? People connect with that. And so sometimes, sometimes you might hear like someone say, "Oh, that choreo is like super basic," and there's nothing wrong with that, because if it's simple and people go follow the steps, they want to dance. If they dance, they want to listen to your song. They might buy they just buy your song. It's the gateway drug, literally. Okay, so and I as someone who has limited dancing skills, I appreciate the simple choreo. So they're easy to follow choreo. That's a better term. So let me go back. Again, you're swaying, and there isn't even that much like isolation. So someone, again, with lame dancing skills like myself can do it. Okay, so we got this build up. So, alright, we'll listen to it. So this outro for me, the first time I heard it, it didn't do it for me. I'm gonna be straightforward with you. I was like, oh, does it fit? I don't know. But on listening again and again, I was like, you can't always have like, X amount of beats per minute in the song at this heightened level. People are just gonna collapse. You got to bring it down a notch, a little bit. But you got to do it in such a cool, groovy way as well, which he does here. So I appreciated that. So yeah, it's kind of like drinking wine, like a really expensive wine. And sometimes it's like, you taste it like, oh man, I don't believe I paid like a ton of money for this. Do I really enjoy it? But after a while, you're like, yeah, this is good stuff. So, so hold on. There's a part here in the outro. And there's a break, and then boom again. Hold on. Here we go. It's coming up. Boom. Bam. Okay, so in the shot here, I don't know if that's him. So when I first saw this video, I was like, oh, okay, he obviously hired like a stuntman, acrobat, or a really acrobatic dancer to do that part, right? Which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. And there's another shot here coming up. Hold on. There we go. So you just the guy like he did like a flip. So there you go. He's about to flip. Yeah. So and that kind of turn as well. So here's the thing: when I watched the live performances of this, because there's a lot of music programs in Korea, except for Monday, they're on every single day of the week, except for Monday, and he performed this at this point of the outro. Ravi himself. So he didn't do a somersault because that would be epic and awesome. He did. I don't know. I have no acrobatic talent either. I don't know what the term is. Like both his feet were off of the ground. Okay, kind of like this sideways torso pivot thing. It looked pretty damn cool, and he did it during the outro, which was really impressive. So that was him. So yeah. Now in the video it was him. I don't know. So yeah. Great talent. And I was really interested to see, like, could he perform live without like lip syncing or anything and whatever. And again, with the exception of the chorus, which is heavily sampled and everything, so he doesn't even bother. He just like kind of like dances and whatever. Everything else is like raw. And there's one music show. It's not even a music show. It's like there's this one show in South Korea. It's called Yoo Hyun's Sketchbook. Okay, I think I murdered the guy's name. Sketchbook for short. And on that show, they have a rule, like you have a backing track, but you have no backing vocal track, so you cannot lip sync. Like, you gotta sing. And he was on that show, so I was watching and I'm like, man, he sounds great, and whatever. And especially with Paloalto not being with him on a live performance, he kills that rap. It's amazing. So Ravi is awesome. I'm personally looking forward to see what else he does in the future. He's quite the I use this term for prolific. He does a lot of stuff. So yeah. But anyway, so listen. I hope you enjoyed that, and and I appreciate you being with me for about it's been about 18 minutes now. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much for your time, sitting with me through this appreciation video, and I will catch you all later next time for when I come back with another video to appreciate. All right, you take care now. Have a good day. Stay safe. Bye-bye.